Welcome everyone, it's week 12 of Daily Advanced Madden playoff pictures starting to get introduced. Big action around the league. A happy Saturday to everybody. Let's get right into all the action. AFC East battle in New York. It's going to be Drew B's Bills taking on Mike Johnson's Jets, and what a job on the corner pattern finding his man. That would move it to 14-0, and lo and behold, it's Drew B's Bills finding a way to go into New York and pick up a huge victory. 27-17 your final in this one. Now off to Gillette, and it's the Patriots Killer B. There's 10 seconds left on the clock in a 24-24 ball game, and what a phenomenal job. And it's going to be Killer B and the Patriots moving to 6-5 with a huge home win over the Broncos. Over in the NFC East, where everybody's about 5-5, give or take a game, and Jalen Hurts here on the read option, finding his way to the corner, and despite the overpowered square tackle, guys dive 12 yards to make a play. Anyways, all of a sudden, where's Javon? He's got a shot, yeah, he's down 11, but nobody on the field. That's a Ryan Moody moment right there. Game just doesn't load properly, but, this was a great game. It's always a great game. 6-5, go Gyler Dice's Eagles in the NFC East. That's a huge win. Now, over in San Francisco, speaking of the NFC East, Keith's needing victories just like everybody else in that division, and not gonna happen when you've got JJ User from one side of the field to the other, hunting that thing down. Big play for the Niners, and make the final in this one, 38-27. Great ball game, and the Niners and JJ move to 7-4. Epic battle out in the AFC. It's going to be Grand Marquis and his Chiefs finding a way over Starboys Dolphins, 37-31 at Arrowhead. That'll move Grand Marquis to 12-0 on the season. In Atlanta, it's going to be Matt Cole's Falcons putting up some numbers, having a day getting back to their winning ways. 49-23 the final over the Saints in the NFC South. Meanwhile, in Seattle, it's going to be CJ Reigns hosting the Green Bay Packers, and what a job in this one, despite pretty even yards. It's a game of turnovers. Guys, you look at every game this week, it's all about the turnovers. CJ Reigns, 34-10 win at home over the Packers, and Get Mossed playing great ball all season long, going into Detroit, who was on a 3-game winning streak, playing beautiful football. But it's going to be Get Mossed and his Bears going into Detroit, picking up a 27-7 win. And speaking of the NFC North, K-Mac 33 and his Vikings, one more win to pull to 5-6 with a 36-28 win over the Chargers. And back to the AFC, and in this case the South. Creepy Uncle gets into the park on this one, 31-17 as he finds a spot on the bench to move to 2-9 on the season. Spot on the bench. Alright, now off to Vegas we go. Them Raiders finding a job, big wins all season long, little dip here and there, but then big climbs, and today no different. Big climb over Connors Ravens, 28-21 the final for King Henry at home. Now, into Los Angeles we go, SoFi Field, and King XX 21 9-2 on the season. Didn't show up for this one, literally. Make the final 34-28 for the Texans on the road. No Limit Slap or No Limits Lap moves to 6-6 on the season. Absolute barn burner in Arizona. Kingdom Minded outlasting the Cardinals, 38-35 in this one. Bengals moving to 11-2. The 9-1 Carolina Panthers hosting Zona and the Jags, and in this one, Zona's gonna go off 385 yards of passing, picking up a 47-28 win to further the control in the AFC South. Steelers hosting the Browns, tight contest in this one, 247 yards passing each. Bemidji, a little bit of an advantage on the ground, but the Steelers always finding a way with that great defense. 21-17 the final for X-Trill DNA. Our MyMadden.com Offensive Player of the Week going to be Connors Reed McAllister with 15 catches, 246 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the day. On the defensive side of the ball, it's going to be Henry Wayne of CJ Rain's Seahawks, who had an interception and a tackle. I'm sure the stat line included other stuff, but he picks up the Defensive Player of the Week. Meanwhile, in the NFC East, just making history, getting tighter and tighter every week. One game dividing the very top to the very bottom. Anything could happen down the stretch over there. Well, there you have it, guys. That's our look at Week 12 Daily Advanced Madden. So happy you were along for the ride. And again, for everybody at Daily Advanced Madden, I'm KMac33, wishing you a great Saturday. And I'll see you tomorrow with Week 13.